This was the first book I ever got on the topic of the occult and witchcraft. And as you can see, it is not a Wiccan book. I did not start my path or my journey through Wicca. I started it through more of a, I guess, a left-hand path sort of perception. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s when the fear of Satan worshippers was happening. Every day you could turn on a talk show, and I mean like Geraldo and Donahue and Jenny Jones, and you turn on those shows, and pretty much every day they either had a cult of Satan, quote unquote, worshippers, or else they had like club kids. They had very different things going back and forth at that point in time, and there was a lot of fear running, because we're talking the time in music when heavy metal was literally, and I mean literally, on trial. Like every night you could turn on the news and there was Ozzy Osbourne and Alice Cooper and Judas Priest and bands like that being sued and stuff for their record covers and their lyrics and their supposed satanic verses. We're talking about when they would literally burn records and be playing them backwards on the news to try to make their point. So I did not come into my personal path in the same way other people did. For me, it really was a case of, that's interesting. I wonder what it's really about. And when I walked into the bookstore when I was about, and we're talking before the internet here, I was probably about 14, 15 years old, and I saw this, and I picked it up. This was originally published in 1970, and this is edition is this? 7th edition, 1980. So it's a very old book. Yeah. Magic and Witchcraft, revised edition by Catherine Paulson. The complete book of. And there's correspondences to things that you wouldn't normally think of, and a few spells. Charm against false love. There's also a few amulets in here. Talks about the Hand of Glory. There's word squares, correspondences. So this was another chapter on magic numbers, words, colors, and symbols. So this was my introduction, book-wise, to witchery.